Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, we are going to be taking a look at all the new secret weapons and vehicles that have been added into Halo 3 ODST. So, as you all probably know by now, Halo 3 ODST, including Firefight, has finally come to MCC PC. Well, currently only in the insider flight, because it's kind of in a beta phase right now, just to make sure everything is working fine before the final version comes out. But as you saw in my video yesterday, they've added, 343 has added a lot of new vehicles actually into the game officially, like the AA Wraith and the Hornet. Both these vehicles are ones that you can access through the main menu, through like the custom Firefight settings. You don't need to mod or anything to bring them out, so they're officially accessible. And of course there's also been new weapons like the battle rifle added officially as well. But unofficially, if we use mod tools to poke through the game files and see what else is in there, a lot of stuff has actually been added into Halo 3 ODST, more than any other previous updates for previous Halo games. Like, if you remember, Halo 2 got a lot of interesting vehicles and weapons added to its multiplayer, but only a few things were added. With ODST, a lot of weapons and vehicles are added. So let's start with the vehicles and see what's new. So the first one we'll be taking a look at is the Transport Hornet. So let's spawn it in. This Transport Hornet is the one from Halo 3. And actually, I'll just say right now, but like all these new vehicles are actually ones from Halo 3 originally, but have been ported over and added into Halo 3 ODST. It's just they're not accessible in the main menu, but they're still there in the game files. But this Transport Hornet is the one from the map Avalanche. It's the Hornet without missiles on it, essentially, and a weaker machine gun. Now this next one is a little bit odd. I've never seen it anywhere, but in the game files, in the tags, it is called a Snow Ghost, or it's supposed to be like a snow variant of the Ghost, kind of like the Snow Mongoose or the Snow Warthogs on Avalanche. But this Ghost, even though it has its own separate tag and it's called Snow Ghost, when I spawned it in, it's just a regular Ghost. There really doesn't seem to be anything odd about it at all. Now this next one is another odd vehicle as well, and it's called a Park Wraith. And well, this is just like the Snow Ghost, because when I spawned a Snow Ghost, it was just a regular Ghost. But when I spawned a Park Wraith here, it's just a regular Wraith, it seems. But it has a separate tag, and there is a regular Wraith in the tags and an AA Wraith as well. So I'm not really sure what the Park Wraith is. My friend thinks it's like one of those semi-broken Wraiths on a Mission Uplift Reserve, but I'm not positive about that, because when I spawned it, it's just a complete Wraith. But anyways, the next vehicle is the Prowler from Halo 3. As you guys probably know, or remember, there was never a Prowler in Halo 3 ODST at all on any mission, as far as I remember. But anyways, yeah, this is the Prowler from Halo 3, and if you're wondering whether ODSTs in Halo 3 ODST can drive Prowlers, they cannot. I cannot even get into any of the passenger seats or the turret. So it's there, but it's kind of not usable at the moment, simply because ODSTs don't support the animations to be able to drive Prowlers. But this next vehicle we could definitely drive, and that's the Snow Mongoose, which was also brought over from Halo 3 from the map Avalanche. And it's just the snow-themed Mongoose. That's all. And also with the next couple of vehicles will be snow-themed as well, like the Snow Scorpion. But while these vehicles are all brought over from Halo 3, the regular variants are also available in the Firefight maps, like the regular Mongoose without the snow skin on it, the regular Scorpion tank, and the regular Warthogs. But those were already technically in the game already, so I'm not really going to get into them. So I just wanted to cover the snow variants, because those are totally, completely brand new to Halo 3 ODST in both campaign and Firefight. But yeah, so right now we're on the Snow Scorpion tank, and it's like I said, it's just the same one from Avalanche. Everything about it works just fine. There's really no issues with it. But again, none of these are currently spawnable, like in the game without modding. But just a lot of stuff here still. The next one is the Snow Warthog, also from Avalanche. And it's well, there's really nothing too spectacular about it. It's just the same as it is on Avalanche. Nothing was changed about it. But you just still can't spawn it. There's also a Gauss variant of it. I actually just spawned a Gauss turret by itself, but you could definitely spawn it attached to the Warthog. There just wasn't a separate Snow Gauss Hog tag for the in the tag list, so I didn't feel like changing the variant of it to spawn it attached. But both are there. And you can probably get a troop transport Warthog as well. But anyways, those are all the new vehicles that are added that is in the games, but in the game files, but you can't spawn. Next, we'll be taking a look at new weapons. So aside from the battle rifle, which you've already seen, the battle rifle is definitely new to ODST, which is actually pretty cool. Other new weapons include the energy sword. Now I know in campaign there are a lot of energy sword handles everywhere through certain missions, but they were never actually real energy swords. Like, you could not just simply like mod in like a full energy sword. There was never one actually in the game files. But now they actually did add the energy sword, probably from Halo 3. However, you can't pick it up. So I know someone asked me in the comments on my previous videos whether ODSTs can actually pick up energy swords and use them. Well, the answer is no. They don't have the animations to support picking up energy swords, so that's why you can't pick it up and use it. Next, we have the multiplayer bomb from the Halo 3 Assault game type, which is actually very interesting that it's in this, and it's perfectly functional. You can pick it up just fine. You can even melee with it just fine. It I don't know. You could actually probably like mod in like some kind of ODST multiplayer or custom game instead of Firefight on these maps, which you could probably even do objective game types like that now since these objects are there. However, not all the multiplayer objective objects added to this work properly. The next one is the Oddball Skull, which on the ground it looks fun, but when you pick it up, it's invisible in your hands. But aside from that, it does work, and you can melee with it. It's just invisible. The last multiplayer weapon / object you could spawn is the flag. The flag, when I spawn it this way, well, it's just the flag staff, really. It doesn't actually have the flag itself. I'm not sure if I spawned it improperly. But the more important thing is that ODSTs and Halo 3 ODST do not support the proper animations to pick up the flag either. So that's currently useless at the moment. The next weapon is the standard plasma rifle. Technically, this is not newly added, but it is newly added to certain maps. But I wanted to bring up anyways because it's always been in Halo 3 ODST. It's always been there. It's just never used at all. Only the Brute Plasma Rifle was used. However, the Brute Plasma Rifle in Halo 3 ODST is just a reskin of the regular Plasma Rifle. All the stats are the same. So, for some reason, they kept around the base version of the Plasma Rifle, but just never used it at all in a game. But it's there, and I did just want to bring it up. But anyways, back to totally like newly added weapons that were never there before. Next one is the Halo 3 Magnum, which, as you can see, you could definitely spawn it just fine, but the icon for picking it up shows the Halo 3 ODST pistol instead of the Halo 3 Magnum icon, which is I don't know, it was a little odd. I guess they didn't port over or properly set the icon. But the Magnum has quite a few issues. First, you can't dual wield it. And second, there's no ammo counter. The HUD's like pretty much all missing. There's no reticle for it or anything, so it's pretty hard to aim with it. So it's not too functional, but it is there. Next is the Halo 3 SMG, which it has no like pickup icon. When you walk over, it doesn't say like hold B to pick up SMG, but you can pick it up. You can't dual wield it, but aside from that, it does work just fine. But like the pistol, there's no ammo counter on the HUD, no reticle, but it's still easier to use than the pistol this way. But it is totally functional. It's the exact same one from Halo 3. The last weapon is really interesting, and it's really odd as an ODST, and that is the Sentinel Beam from Halo 3. There's no Sentinels in Halo 3 ODST, but yeah, there's a Sentinel Beam now, which is pretty weird, because there's never any Sentinels on Earth at all in any of the Halo games. But, you know, this stuff doesn't have to be like lore friendly at all, it's just a firefight. But it's still pretty interesting that they added it, and you know, there's no text for when you pick it up, but you can pick it up and you can fire just fine. It is missing a couple effects, as you saw, and you can't melee with it either. But aside from that, everything else about it works okay. So yeah, there you guys have it. Those are all the new secret weapons and vehicles that have been added into Halo 3 ODST on MCC so far. These all need to be modded to be spawned in, but they are there. But yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and found it to be interesting. If you did, make sure to leave a like, leave thoughts in the comments, let me know if there's anything else for me to check out. But other than that, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all next time. Bye guys!